guys, welcome to today's video. Baby boy just woke up. So we're in the car because I just dropped off my stepson at his graduation rehearsal, and it's supposed to be like an hour long. So I decided to stay because of where it is. If I leave now, by the time it just makes more sense for me to just sit here and stay. And baby boy is sleeping, so I decided let me sit here and do this tag. Z from More to My Story tagged me to do this, and I did take a screenshot of it. She had it in one of her videos. I think it was 2 days ago. I will put her video link in the description box, and then you can go watch hers if you're not familiar with her channel. So it is the Get to Know Me challenge, and I don't like being questioned. I feel like I'm in an interview. So anyhow, the first question is, what was your favorite color as a child and now as an adult? I don't remember if I had a favorite color as a child. I don't think I did. My favorite color now is green, but that don't mean that I want people to buy me all green stuff. I like green. My reasoning behind green being my favorite color is because there are so many different shades of it outside in nature, and I said if God put so much green on the earth, he must love green, and I just think that is a splendid reason to love green. My favorite color to wear is not a color, it's a shade. It's black. Not me sitting here in this red and white striped shirt saying that my favorite color to wear is black, and I'm wearing white pants. Don't mind the mummy pouch and those egg cartons around there. I'm getting the eggs. I buy eggs from my cousin. So whenever the eggs are empty, I give him back the tray so he can reuse them once they're in good, decent condition, because they're not labeled or anything. Alright, so question number 2 is, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Everywhere! I've always said I would love to go to Venice, so I guess if I had to choose just one place, I'd go to Venice. Are you married or single? Is there an in-between? I've been married before, so I'm divorced. If you're not new, my 2 boys are from my previous marriage. Okay, and number 4 is, do you have kids? Yes, I am a boy mom. I have 3 boys. They are 12, 10, and 9 months old. The older boys are both born in August. They are shy. They're like, they just needed, it was just 5 days difference for them to be exactly 2 years apart. So they're I can't think about that in my mind, but yeah, they're almost exactly 2 years apart. So one of them is born on the 16th of August and the other one is born on the 21st. The one that's born on the 21st is actually turning 13 this year, so I'm going to be a mom of an official teenager, and that is interesting. I hope you're hearing my voice more than you're hearing the car sounds. One of the reasons I don't like filming in the car is because of all the car sounds. Alright, so number 5 is, why did you create a YouTube channel? Because I want to ride the YouTube money train. I have created, this is my 3rd channel. Guys, I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I'm this person where sometimes I just get into this can't bother mode, and I talk myself out of things. My first channel was when my older kids were babies. I don't remember what happened with that channel. I probably did one video and then I deleted it.
And then my second channel was actually, it was a budgeting channel, and it did pretty decent because it was all organic growth. There was no support for support kind of business going on that channel, and it was a faceless channel. Our most popular video was a video with the Jamaican money, just showing you the different notes and the coins and telling what the equivalent was in US dollars. That was our most popular video. And at the time that I deleted that channel, I had over 300 subscribers. I fell into a little a pit, and I don't know why I never just leave it. Now I regret it. So I deleted the channel, so everything went. So when I did you can get back the channel, but it's just that the content is gone and the subscribers are gone. But I was able to get the channel name and the icon, or what you call it, the display picture, whatever. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but was it revert the channel? I don't remember what it was, but all of the content was lost. And I didn't answer the question, did I? Why did I create a YouTube channel? I've always wanted to do it, and at the time that I created mine, fun fact about the name, my friend came up with the name. I had encouraged her to start a YouTube channel, and she kind of encouraged me to do it. So she came up with the name emBraceSINGHlife, and I fell in love with it, and I had to run with it. And if you're here from the beginning, you would have known that I did not have emBraceSINGHlife as my channel name. In the beginning, I think I had Beverly S, or my full name, Beverly Sing. So emBraceSINGHlife is a play on my name, so it's for Beverly, and then instead of spelling it the way that it's supposed to be spelled according to the English dictionary, I spell it with my last name, so it's S-I-N-G-H. Some people will look at the cursive and think it's saying emBraceSINGHlife, but it's not. It's emBraceSINGHlife. It's just that the sing part of it is spelled as my last name. So yes, so once she gave me that name, I didn't have any other excuse to start the channel, and I started it. And my first video was go to work with me vlog. I linked that in the card, so you can go and watch my first video. Boo boo, you awake? He's awake, but he's not fussing or anything yet. So the next one is tell the most motivational thing you've experienced, Bible verse or person. Oh my God. These are the questions that I can't deal with. This feel like an interview question. And there's another one. Number 8. What is the biggest way you've changed since you were a child? In what way are you the same? That is like some interview question, right, Kelly? Anyhow, let's just focus on this question, which is number 6. Tell the most motivational thing you've experienced, Bible verse or person. So I am going to, the most motivational thing that I've ever experienced is a Bible verse, and I have it tattooed on my, can't show you now. Can I show you? You cannot see it, can you? So it's Proverbs 31, and I know a lot of modern women don't really like the concept of a Proverbs 31 woman. When I found that verse and I read it, and I felt like it was talking about me, even the part where it says she wakes up in the morning before the crack of dawn or whatever. It don't say exactly that, but I'm not giving it word for word. But I identified with a lot of the things in there. Let me get this little boy out of the car seat. Hold on. Say hi. Okay, it's pretty. I think it's cold outside. I'm gonna wind the windows down and turn the car off. So if you're hearing car sounds, at least they'll stop. Let's see what it feels like outside. Yeah. I think a lot of moms will identify with the scripture, or at least some parts of it. So it starts in Proverbs 31 verse 1, and it says, these are the wise, what is this? This is the easy read version, and I'm reading from the Bible app. So verse 1 says, these are the wisest sayings that King Lemuel's mother taught him. I prayed for a son, and you are the son I gave birth to. That's verse 2. Verse 3 says, don't waste your strength on women. Women destroy kings, so don't waste yourself on them. This is the advice to her son. Verse 4 says, Lemuel, it is not wise for kings to drink wine. It is not wise for rulers to want beer. Verse 5 says, they may drink too much and forget what the law says, then they might take away the rights of the poor, which makes sense. And verse 6 says, give beer to people without hope, give wine to those who are in trouble. Talk truth. How often do we, well, let me not say that not everybody is like that, but some of us, we do drink when we're having our blues, when we're going through those seasons in life. Verse 8 says, speak up for people who cannot speak for themselves, help people who are in trouble. Verse 9 says, stand up for what you know is right and judge all people fairly, protect the rights of the poor and those who need help. And I love all of that. And now she goes on to talk about the perfect wife. How hard it is to find the perfect wife. She's worth far more than jewels. And I have this bumper sticker on my car. I'll show you guys that in a few. Verse 11, her husband depends on her. He will never be poor. I identify with that because in my marriage, my previous marriage, I was fresh out of college. My husband was still going to college, and we got pregnant the same year I graduated from college. And for most of it, he was still going to school. I was working, yada yada yada. Verse 12, she does good for her husband all her life. She never causes him trouble. He's a good woman. I don't cause trouble. Verse 13, she is always gathering wool and flax and enjoys making things with her hands. I enjoy making things with my hands to a certain degree. I think over time it has gotten old and annoying, I guess. Not annoying because I still do it, but now I'm like, ugh. But I do remember when I used to do it and it never felt like anything. It didn't feel like a chore. But 14 says she is like a ship from a faraway place. She brings home food from everywhere. 15, she wakes up early in the morning, cooks food for her family and gives the servants their share. I don't have no servants. The closest thing I had to a servant was not a servant, it was a nanny. My second baby had a nanny. Verse 16, she looks at land and buys it. She uses the money she has earned and plants a vineyard. I don't plan nothing to save my life, but as I say, it's not about taking the scripture in its exact context, but you can see where, well, I can see where I am this person. I am. And the next verse is verse 17. It says she works very hard. She's strong and able to do all her work. Like, guys, I don't know how I manage sometimes. There have been days when I've been up all night. I remember there was this night since I've lived at this house and I stayed up until 5 a.m. I slept until probably 6:30 and I woke up and I went to work that day. Don't put your mouth on it, baby. Don't put your mouth on it. And I was up working because I have a regular job and then I have a side hustle and then I have this baby and then I have this family to take care of, and trust me, I don't know. And this is, I read all of this before even this experience that I'm sharing with you with this night, because prior to moving into this house, whenever my kids were gone to their dad, I would be like, it would be like I was on a holiday. I could stay in bed. I didn't have to cook. I'll name something there. Like, I didn't cook as much with my two kids as I cook in this house, but I had a lot more me time and free time, and now I feel like I'm always running. And I often don't know where I have, I drink coffee, and I haven't had coffee in a couple of days because my K-cups are done, and I do have ground coffee, no, but I don't have the reusable K-cup thing. And yes, I can make the coffee in a pot, but I guess I'm too lazy to do all of that. most mornings I have two stoves running. I can't be bothered to run a third one. But moving right along. The next one, 18, she works late into the night to make sure her business earns a profit. And I've always been like this. I remember when Aiden is the second one, when he was a baby, I would, when he woke up at night, like I woke up for a feed, I would feed him or change him or whatever and put him back to bed. And then I'd go work. I'd go sit in the living room and I'd work until his next feeding or his next change. And then I'd probably go to bed after that. And it was the same thing when I was pregnant with him. I used to stay up. Once I put Antonia to bed, because I told you they're almost 2 years apart, so Antonia was still really a baby. I would put him to bed and then I'd go. He was sleeping through the night, and then I would put him to bed, and then I would stay up until sometimes like 1 o'clock in the morning working. Alright, verse 19 says she makes her own thread and weaves her own cloth. I do not do those things, but I am very handy. Like, I know how to sew. I've made a skirt, I've made a pillowcase, I embroidery, I crochet. I know to do all of those things. 20, she always gives to the poor and helps those who need it. 21, she does not worry about her family when it snows. She has given them all good warm clothes. 22, she makes sheets and spreads for the beds, and she wears clothes of fine linen. 23, her husband is a respected member of the city council where he meets with the other leaders. 24, she makes clothes and belts and sells them to the merchants. 25, she's a strong person and people respect her. She looks to the future with confidence. 26, she speaks with wisdom and teaches others to be loving and kind. 27, she oversees the care of her house. She's never lazy. Okay, I am lazy. I do get lazy, but I don't like when the house is a mess, and I don't often like when things are not done to my level of doneness. So I do get help around the house. Not like the kids clean, hubby cleans. Sometimes they just do some little things and like they don't put all the plates are shaped this particular way, and or the bowls are shaped. They have this shape. I'll show you. I'll insert a little video with the shape of our bowls, and they don't always put them all. It's just some little things, you know, just little things just hurt me sometimes. 28, her children say good things about her. Her husband brags about her and says there are many good women, but you are the best. 30, grace and beauty can fool you, but a woman who respects the Lord should be praised. 31, give her the reward she deserves. Praise her in public for what she has done. That is it. So I might not identify exactly with every bit of information in the passages, but I feel like I identify with a lot of it, and reading it helped me to feel better about being the way that I am, instead of feeling like I'm a pushover or I'm a people pleaser, or you know, something that people would see in a more negative light. I can see myself as I'm a lover and a giver, and it's not a bad thing, even though it does mean that I am often tired. Like I said, like, I don't know, sometimes I sit and I think about it and I don't know how I cope, but kudos to me. This is me tooting my horn right now. This is me tooting my horn. Alright, number 7, what has been your favorite road trip? My favorite road trip is when hubby and I went to Portland. That's in Jamaica, for you those of you who don't know. We went to Portland for a weekend. I don't remember. Or it may be, was it a weekend? It probably wasn't a weekend, but it was like a 2 or 3 day trip in any case. Alright, so now number 8. Womp womp womp. What's going on here? I can't see number 8. What is the biggest way you've changed since you were a child? This is a 2-part question, so let me just answer the first part. Since I was a child, or probably since I was a teenager, apparently I was a little bit, I'm not as a child, I think in my teenage, early adult years, I was more
I had less of a filter. Is what I'm learning from people. So I'm not that way anymore. I filter. I have a very big filter. I have a very big filter and processor. It says, in what way are you the same? I've always been a homebody, I think. An introvert. Not necessarily shy, but I mean, I can approach people. I have approached people. I just talk to random people out in public, but I am introverted, and I do say I'm a homebody. As a child, I used to love reading. Just be in my room reading all kind, like me just sit down and read the encyclopedia. Who does that? And now I don't read as much, but still catch me in my room doing whatever it is that I'm doing. So if I'm binging on YouTube videos or I'm scrolling through Instagram, I'm just in my room doing whatever I'm doing. So that is still the same for me. And that is it. Those are the 8 questions. But yes, guys, this was supposed to be a vlog. Here, God bless his soul. Oh, I said I was gonna show you guys the bumper sticker. I'm gonna show you that, and let's go. This bumper sticker is old. It's probably like 3 or 4 years old, so it's janky, but yeah.